I'm very excited to drive at night. I like driving at night.
I know you do.
It's so peaceful. So we left in the middle of the night, going north to Duluth, so we could be on Lake Superior. We were going to follow northern Lake Superior around its outer edge on the Canadian side to explore the industry and the old French trading posts on that side. So what do you know about Duluth, Lily? Minnesota.
I don't know nothing.
Where we are currently. You don't know nothing?
I know that that's where we are.
That's all you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
What about it?
So Duluth is, we're gonna spit out some fun facts
At the
here.
traffic lights, turn right onto Messer Avenue.
If you can even see the street. Duluth is the largest inland port in the United States.
Oh.
Yeah, and the farthest inland. So from being on the ocean, this is the farthest inland port. At one point,
Well, yeah, it's Minnesota.
yeah, I know it's pretty deep in.
Yeah.
At one point, Duluth was was bringing in more tonnage, so more like crates and more like heavy stuff than New York City was.
Wow.
You know,
At the traffic lights, turn left onto West 7th Street.
The city
Then turn right onto North Lake
was
Avenue.
the highest population the city's ever had was like 102,000 people or something, but that's declined because the industry's gone down. You know, for everything, so the city's actually shrinking, and all the cities on the Lake Superior are shrinking.
Oh.
Just because like there's no industry anymore. Actually, what I found it really interesting was the Ojibwe people, which were the first, which were the Native Americans that lived here. They lived on where the port is now. So that was their that's where their villages and their homes and stuff were, where the port is. So that's like, if you really want to get into it, that's where old Duluth is. That's like the oldest part of Duluth. Everything else just like builds out from there, and that's where like the major industry and stuff is now. Is on the lake. All the industry is revolved around the lake. It's the most important thing here. It has to be.
Aim to take exit 259 onto MN61 towards North Shore.
It's the dominant industry in this area. The first dominant industry in this area was fur trading. So the French came over here. You know, this was all part of like New France.
Are you talking to me or?
I'm talking to both of you, but the camera vicariously.
I was gonna say me or the audience.
Well, we can't address the audience.
That's why I didn't.
Okay.
Okay.
So, the first industry in this area was fur trading. So when the French came over here from New France, this is New France. When the French came over here from
Old France. Yeah.
They formed New France, and they came to this area, and they hunted beaver and other small animals. Apparently, there was a really big interest in beaver hats in England, so they hunt the beaver here and then send the beaver hats over to England. Here we are in Two Harbors. I just wanted to show Two Harbors really quick. It's still kind of early, but this area was originally a ore mining area. They found a lot of iron ore in here, and there was originally 35 iron ore camps here. So area is known for logging, iron. Again, fur trading was really big here. So you can see why there would be logging camps and everything. The ground around the lake is really like unsteady, I guess, like really thick rock and sediment. So they have a lot of like iron you can come here and dig, mine. Yeah, but this town was incorporated in founded in 1885, laid out, and then incorporated in 1888. But it's really just this strip here along 35 North or whatever we're on to get up to Canada. See how it's like really like rough rock here? Or it was like really rough rock?
Yeah, it was like, yeah.
Yeah, that's...
like the flaky rock.
Yeah, that's part of the reason people can't live here, is because it's really hard to like build foundation into this area of the lake, because it's rock like this all the way around.
It's like crumbly rock.
Yeah, shoal, I think is what that's called, or something. And but also like that kind of thing allows for like iron deposits to build up and copper deposits, and then they found gold up here and stuff like that. Okay, so we're making a little detour, kind of. There's our lake, Lake Superior, and we're looking for the Split Rock Lighthouse. Supposedly one of the most, here, wait for these cars to go by. Supposedly one of the most scenic lighthouses in North America. Split Rock Lighthouse State Park. Don't understand where we are. Okay, so we've learned that the lighthouse is up a little ways. So we're gonna go up a little ways and go to the lighthouse, because apparently it's a really, really, really pretty lighthouse. Dude. There it is, Split Rock Lighthouse. We couldn't get quite up into it, but wow. Lake Superior is the largest of the Great Lakes. It's a third the size of all makeup of the Great Lake area. The total population living on Lake Superior is 607,000 people, and that's less than 2% in the entire Great Lake area. It's the largest freshwater lake in the world by surface area. It has a low population due to the harsh cold climate and rough terrain, especially in the hills surrounding. The Ojibwe name, the original natives that lived in the area, was Gichigami, or Great Sea. Ojibwe had pushed out other native groups and by mid-18th century occupied all of Lake Superior's shores. However, by the 17th century, French explorers called it Le Lac Supérieur, the upper lake. After French-Indian War, British called it Superior because it was bigger than any other lake. Duh. In 18th century, primary industry was the fur trade. Many towns nowadays are current or former mining areas or engaged in processing or shipping. This is one of the ore refineries are like one of the biggest. That hurts important. I can't tell what this is.
Wait, ore refineries are one of the biggest what?
It's one of the biggest industries on the lake.
Oh.
Because there's a bunch of ore up here, like iron and copper, and they even found gold up here at one point.
Oh, it looks like there's some sort of conveyor belt. So, refinery maybe?
Yeah, I'm thinking because
That must be the old one. Yeah, that's the old one, I bet. And then they ore pellets. Yeah, iron ore pellets. Yeah, so that's the old one, I bet. And then they moved, because that doesn't look like it's in service anymore. So then they moved over to this other one. And this is the mining, it
North
said.
Shore mining, yeah. Yeah, this ore mining is one of the biggest three industries that's ever. It's one of the biggest industries on the North Shore. Ore mining. Bunch of iron here. Okay. It said a historic marker on the side of the road. I went to see what it was. Oh, I know it's stretch. Wow. Yeah. So this is that northern point of Michigan, Minnesota. Where are we? In honor of S. Rex Green, a man of foresight. As engineer of lands and right-of-way, he helped establish this highway for the public's full enjoyment of the glories of forest, stream, and lakes. So the Great Lakes Basin, which encompasses all 5 of the Great Lakes, is 8% of the U.S. population, and 32% of Canada's population are centered around the lakes. Okay, Grand Portage. This was a fur trading spot in the early days, 17th century. Grand Portage National Monument. What's it say, Lily?
You are here.
Naming this place. Naming this place. The Grand Portage, or the Great Carrying Place, Gichigami, has been a meeting point for centuries. It was part of an extensive Native American trading network, well before the first French trader arrived in 1731. Though the French formally seceded the territory to the British in 1759, English was rarely heard before the 1790s. Rodent that changed the world, the beaver. That is cool. Went over to this store over here to get some currency exchanged before we go into Canada. This is the absolute last stop. This and that gas station are the last stop till the border. It's a mile down this road. Here we are on the Canadian side of the border now. So Lake Superior is still that direction somewhere. I think we're gonna regroup with it, but our next big stop I think is gonna be Thunder Bay. By 1850s, Canada was looking into the development of ore mining locations on Lake Superior. Thus, Thunder Bay was formed, or originally 2 towns were formed, Fort William and Port Arthur. In 1875, the railroad arrived and the towns were rivals. Railroad preferred Fort William, however. The collapse of silver mining after 1840 destroyed Port Arthur's economy. Meanwhile, Fort William boomed. In the 20th century, both cities boomed as infrastructure grew. In January 1st, 1970, the 2 cities merged, forming the city of Thunder Bay. It is also the first city to incorporate daylight savings time. Second most populous municipality in Northern Ontario, first being Greater Sudbury. So, hold on. I was sitting here freaking out because I didn't know how much I was supposed to pay them for gas, right? But you can literally lift up the gas thing, start pumping, and it'll tell you how much you owe, and you go inside and you pay. I've never seen that. That's very nice. I was freaking out because they do it by liters here. See, liters. But see, now it's telling me how much I'm gonna have to pay. That's cool. Okay. I was freaking out. I didn't know what I was gonna do. Over there is Pekowski National Park.
Oh, did you see Winnie the Pooh?
Oh yeah, we're going through where Winnie the Pooh was created. I was waiting to surprise you. So this is White River, Lily. It's home of Winnie the Pooh.
Tell me about Winnie the Pooh. Like the bear, he was real.
How long have you been waiting? How long have you been waiting to get here?
Since you told me. So
Okay.
I think that was like 80 kilometers or like 100 kilometers or something, 120. There's Winnie the Pooh on the board.
Yeah.
Tell me about him.
In August 1914, a trapped black bear cub was sold to Captain Harry Colburn in White River. He was a World War I veteran, right? And he was named Winnie after Winnipeg, the city in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And that bear became the inspiration for Winnie the Pooh. But this is originally like a logging camp here. This place. This city was a logging camp in the 1880s. And then it became home of the Winnie the Pooh. And now they have a Winnie the Pooh festival every year.
Oh, that's so cute.
Okay, the first place we're going is to look at this Winnie the Pooh statue.
In the year of our Lord and Savior, Winnie the Pooh.
There you go. Winnie the Pooh's hometown. Okay, we made it to the end of Lake Superior. Going all the way around. We're in Sault Ste. Marie right now. We're just at a gas station. It's too dark to see anything. You can't even see the lake. But Sault Ste. Marie was a fur trading post. It's got a twin city over in Michigan. But it's known as Place of the Rapids here. But yeah, it's the last town on the north shore of Lake Superior, all the way around from the other side of Duluth. Lily's in the car. Lily, what was your favorite part of the trip? Going around Lake Superior. The Winnie the Pooh? You like the Winnie the Pooh? Oh, the Winnie the Pooh. So, we saw the Winnie the Pooh. I think mine was the lighthouse. I do need my wallet. So, now we're moving on. We're gonna go towards Toronto now. Do an overnight towards Toronto. But yeah, that was fun learning about Lake Superior, all the little stops and all the little what made it the industry that built up around Lake Superior and the industry that's kind of dying there now. So we had a lot of fun doing that. I had a lot of fun doing that. It was really interesting and very, very long drive. Thank you for watching. I almost didn't do that one, Kevin.